Come on. Well, you're way out of date.
Okay. Okay, that's when you got everybody in yours, pull out. Pull out? Lock doors when you get in. Okay. LP, you want to write it? Anybody else going? John, move on.
Yeah, we're the luckiest girls in the world.
Now, how come other places you've had a crowd of kids waiting for them?
I think they probably kept it pretty well hidden. That must be what it is.
Here.
I know when we got into Detroit, the girls were there to meet us, you know, not a mob, but some. And like we gave them the cigarette butts from the ashtrays and the
Cigarette butts, they just wanted
yeah,
everything, you know.
the cups they drank out of, you know, the whole thing was just really too much. And they wanted our autographs because we touched them, you know. Yeah.
We told them
And
to
our
put down on their
pictures.
lamps, you know, and they went to touch them, you know. They were very,
Oh,
very
it's just, they're
funny
great.
kids waiting for us, too. Some girl asked me for my autograph last night, you know. She said, I'll do anything. Please just sign it. I'll do anything for you.
And like we were talking to Ringo last night for it must have been at least 45 minutes. He just sat there and he talked to us just about, you know, not so much about show business, just about everything, you know, his gun collection and just, they're fantastic. They're
Did
very
they talk
down to
about
earth.
religion, this whole business?
No, not at all about
Didn't
religion.
get on
Just
that
a few
one.
jokes, you know, here and there about passing out rosaries and such, you know. But
You know, I went to church on Sunday, though, you know, so it was
Did
all...
they?
Sure,
Did you go with them?
of course.
No.
Yes, I did. We said prayers for each other, and then we went on a big party.
Okay, well that's absolutely wonderful that you have that experience.
it's been great.
Have you ever been with important people before?
Well, I've had Goldwater and I've had a few senators, you know. Of course, most movie stars, I probably wouldn't know them if I saw them, but
Yeah.
but
I had
this is the
Cassius Clay
best.
on the other
Oh,
day,
did you? Oh.
And Danny Thomas.
Well, if you have a choice between Cassius Clay, Barry Goldwater, or the Beatles, who do you take?
I take the Beatles over anybody, believe me, anybody.
Why would you?
They're just great. Well, I mean, there's this image that they have anyway to begin with. They're the most popular singing group in the world, let's face it. I don't care what they say, they're still popular. And I mean, everybody thinks it's the greatest thing, you know, they're so envious of you, which makes it even more, you know, glamorous, or whatever you want to call it.
Are you going to see their show tonight?
Well, it's been discussed, but we're supposed to go back to Chicago tonight. Now, I don't know what the thing is. We haven't, you know, seen anybody
Did they
here
arrange
yet.
tickets for you?
Yes, They got us limousines to the show, and on the way back we got mobbed. We had about 6 kids in the back of the, you know, it was a Cadillac limousine, and they were beating on the back window, and we were on the floor.
I was insulted.
Have you enjoyed this flight more than any?
Oh, yeah, really, honestly. It was great. I was so afraid that it was going to be, you know, very demanding people, you know, through the whole thing, and they've just been wonderful. They really have. Just great. Great.
They're not demanding.
They are not demanding at all. They're just, you know.
Well, describe them.
Well, they sit there, and of course, we make sure that we are going out of our way, of course, to serve them to the finest, to the best.
Where do you come from?
But they're not, you know, constantly tugging at our shoulders, something saying, getting me this, get me that, you know. They're just down-to-earth human beings. They're like anybody else. You know, it's as simple as that.
What did you talk to them about?
Well, let's see, we were talking about Ringo's gun collection last night, weren't we? Yeah. Guns, and he has a gun collection, I guess.
Antique firearms.
Yeah. And just the fact of them being cooped up all the time, how they felt about having to always, you know, be in seclusion whenever they go anywhere.
Do you think that they're concerned about the religion? Did they confide in you anything?
No, not really. No, we didn't even discuss it. I felt it was kind of a subject. Oh. I felt that it was a subject that we just as soon stay away from. I mean, you know, you have to be diplomatic about some things, and I felt that that was something to be diplomatic about.
Did it was just a complete misinterpretation of the whole thing. I did ask them.
I really do. I mean, they're just as God-loving as anybody. I am. I've always been. But I mean, not the point that I'm screaming and yelling and, you know, the whole thing. But now I'm going to be, you know, screaming and yelling. I can see it all now.